Sean McDermott is the head coach for the UIC Flames, as the Flames are off the road, getting back on the road pretty soon here. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time here on the Flames Network.
It's nice to be back in my feet on the ground back in Chicago, Jonathan.
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts about the Flames through the first 7 games. What do you know about your ball club through the first 7 games on the road?
Well, I know we got a chance to be pretty good. We played unbelievable defense all week. I think we only made 3 errors in 7 games, which it's a hallmark of ours for sure. But it was nice to see coming outdoors for the first time. You never know how you're gonna react, and I was really happy, particularly with our 2 starters Friday with Mason Lee and Brandon Bach on Saturday. I mean, those 2 guys were outstanding, and I think we solidified some stuff with our number 3 starter, but we're going to let that remain to be seen. Mason Buss had an outstanding outing against a really, really talented opponent in UTSA. So he performed very well, and I think there's a lot of positives coming out of that. You want to win more games. The bats really never got going, and that's something we've got to address. But I've also been in this place, Jonathan, where you're not pitching it and you're not playing defense and you're scoring a ton of runs. Well, we're winning games by playing pitching and defense, and that's a recipe for success. We'll get the bats going.
I thought that in the Sam Houston series that was Flames baseball, when you are pitching it well and you're being able to scratch a couple of runs across and kind of blue collar. You mentioned Lee with the 10 strikeouts through 6.5, and Brandon Bach, just the old dependable starter coming in there, giving you quality. But then the way that you scratch those runs across, it had to make you feel good that, hey, maybe the bats aren't exactly how you want it, but you're able to get enough runs to win.
It was grinding for sure. Not always fun grinding, but that I tell our guys, like, hey, on any given day, you got to figure out how to win with what you have, right? And we knew we weren't in a great place offensively, but I was really proud. We didn't make excuses, and we just went out and we grinded some stuff out offensively and came up with some opportunities. And I think we're going to score more moving forward than we're scoring right now. At least I hope so.
Yes.
But our infield defense was spectacular. Freshman at shortstop was Sean Cody was just a step above the competition. It was really special. And then we had great outfield play. Vidal Colon, Ryan Smith, or Lucas Smith, and Ashton Campa did a great job in the outfield for us. So a lot of really bright spots, and yes, things we got to work on. And that's UIC baseball too. We're constantly evolving.
Yeah, I know that we talk every year, Coach, about the importance of the defense up the middle, as you just mentioned. You're very big on shortstop, second base, catcher, but you seem like that so far so good from that standpoint. What do you like most?
Well, Thomas Curry was really, really solid behind the plate. It's nice to have true leadership behind the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And he provides, obviously, a presence back there, but also a presence in our lineup. And then he's looking at a shortstop out there that's a true freshman. And Sean Cody plays defense well above his years of experience. And then Colin Husko made an unbelievable play yesterday going behind second base, Jeter play. And I just love the fact that those guys play so free and with so much confidence. And that tells you a lot about their preparation going into the season. They've worked really hard to have that freedom to play. And that's what's going to lead our club, man. We're going to have to play clean defense, and then we'll figure out a way to score. You know us well enough. We'll figure out a way to create some rundowns and some bunts and some sac flies, and who knows, broken bat singles. That's our game plan right now.
It's the Flames way. Any way to score, however you can win, that's the way you like it. I know that's for sure.
Absolutely.
The Holiday Inn Classic's right around the corner, back on the road against Tennessee Tech on February 27th in Cookeville, Tennessee, part of a tournament. Got some stiff competition there. Notre Dame's part of that as well, that Holiday Inn Classic, correct?
Yeah, it's a good little tournament. And when we were originally scheduled to just go down and play Tennessee Tech, and when Coach Braga had reached out and said, hey, would you be interested in doing this? I was like, yeah, heck yeah, that's awesome. So I think Tennessee Tech, they're an experienced group. They're extremely well coached. Coach Braga is a very experienced coach and has had a lot of success there. And that's going to be a huge challenge for us. And then we've got the Fighting Irish, and they're off to a pretty good start, and they've played really good competition. I think we might see our best pitching opponent of the year with Notre Dame, but and then I think we got Alabama A&M on Sunday, and they've been playing good baseball. So every day is a challenge for the Flames, and it's not who we're playing, it's how we play, and weather looks good, so I'm excited just to have the sunshine and play.
Coach, I want to ask you about Major League Baseball with the ABS system, automatic balls and strike system. You're concerned with the Flames, but you got to pull your head up, Cap, to find out what's going on, Coach. You got to find out what's going on. So I want to tell you about ABS. So there's been some minor league baseball games here or there. It hasn't been used a lot. Every now and then there's a tap of the helmet. Are you in favor of the automatic ball and strike system?
You know, I think it's really hard because at the end of the day, in Major League Baseball, it makes more sense to me. But in the college game, listen, my guys aren't professional caliber pitchers. And if you're going to call the strike zone, you may be in for 5-hour games because the walks are going to be up. The offense is going to be way up. And I just think it's hard. I think it makes the game hard. Aluminum bats, tight strike zone. And I think it clutters the game a little bit, but I think in the Major League Baseball, it makes more sense when you're talking about, hey, playoffs, non-playoffs, guys making millions of dollars or not. It makes a lot of sense to me. But as you get further away from that, I think it's a tough sell for me. You
definitely don't want it in the college game, correct?
No way. It's getting close. I mean, all the umpires are being kind of similar to what you're talking about. They're being graded on a TrackMan strike zone, and that's how they're being able to advance. And it takes the human element out of it a little bit. So let's say UIC's, we're in the 8th inning, we're up by 9 runs, and the umpire is continuing to call the same strike zone he was earlier. Like, hey, maybe that's a game we need to move along. We're going to open up the strike zone to get this thing moving along. But they can't do that now because that evaluation means a lot. So if they go off the deep end for 2 innings, that ruins their strike percentage, and they're not going to get asked to work a conference tournament or a regional or a World Series. So it's making it a lot tougher for umpires to actually manage the game too.
This is going to be a great season for Mac. I could already tell. Being good to the umpires, they're going to hear this back. My God, how many calls are you going to get now? My God, it's a new Mac.
It's a softer version. I got back here, one of my administrators say, hey, I heard you got kicked out of a game. I said, I was on my best behavior. I didn't get kicked out of any games. He's like, I must have bad information. I'm like, jeepers, grapefers. I guess my temper precedes me down in Texas, I guess.
I want to find out what the message is to the team through the first 7 games. Now getting back to the road, what has your message been to the ball club?
We're far from a finished product, and we've done so many things well, and there's so many things we need to get better at. And for me, this is about our journey. I want to win more games, but we have to be focused on let's just get better. And I really saw growth from our team from week 1 to week 2. And what I really like, Jonathan, you alluded to it earlier, I liked the grittiness and the toughness that we showed at Sam Houston. And I thought that started against UTSA. We got into a little chippy competition with UTSA there, and it was a good, hard, tough game, and I think that kind of flipped a switch for our guys, and I like that brand for us.
Make sure that you're tuned in to UICFlames.com as the Flames Network will start picking up some of our UIC baseball games, starting with the Missouri series taking place in Columbia, Missouri. Make sure that you tell a friend, UICFlames.com, where you can hear many of the games for Coach Mack and the UIC Flames. As always, Coach, we appreciate the time.
It's baseball time. Let's go. Let's get out there and swing the bats.
Sean McDermott, the head coach for the UIC Flames, with us right here on the Flames